Hello, everyone. My name is Ty Harding. This is my community in Words and Pictures. I live in Sicklerville, New Jersey, which is a part of Gloucester Township, which is located within Camden County, 12 miles outside of Philadelphia, and about a 30-mile drive from Widener. A little bit about the demographic description. I'm going to highlight 51.9% of the population is female, 22% are under the age of 18, and 15.3% are over the age of 65. 72.5% of the population identifies as white, and 17.6% of the population identify as black. The Hispanic and Asian population accounts for a total of 11.2%, with 3.8% of those of the population reporting to be more than one race. 72.4% of the population owns the home they live in, with a median home value of about $200,000. The average mortgage is about $2,000, and the average rent paid is about $1,200. I think it is worth mentioning these numbers have changed in lieu of the housing boom. Home values have gone up significantly since 2021 when this information was reported. There are 23,419 households and an average of 2.7 members per household. 10.1% speak a language other than English. 94.2% of our residents own a computer, and 89.7% have subscription to internet service. 92.6% of our residents have a high school diploma or higher, and 29.7% have a bachelor's degree or higher. 9.3% of the population under the age of 65 have a disability, and 6.2% do not have health insurance. The average travel time to work for our residents is 30 minutes. The median household income is $83,562, while 6.3% of the population is actually in poverty. There are a total of 843 employers. Expanding on the demographic information, here's some of the statistics related to quality of life in my community. Gloucester Township has an overall rating of B on niche. The lower ratings are related to crime and safety as well as housing. I think it's important to mention that the crime rate, specifically theft and robbery, has risen within the past years with the presence of our large retail district at the premium outlets. With that being said, where there is, more commerce, there's more crime. I was told that by a local police officer during a mentoring event we had here in the community. The community's made substantial investments in our parks, which I'll cover a little bit more in detail in the presentation. Later in the presentation. The picture on the top left is one of the drive-in movie nights we had this year, premiering Hocus Pocus at the Camden County College main campus. Now I'd like to give an overview of what I believe to be important institutions within the community. The first is our local government. The municipality has done a fantastic job working with the community and instituting efforts to minimize negative perceptions of government and policing within our community. The image at the top right is the brand of the program implemented by the community and police department that offers special training to officers regarding persons that need special considerations, whether it's autism, neurological disorders, or Alzheimer's disease. It provides a platform for citizens to register their loved ones on the community registry so that their names and addresses can be flagged prior to our officers responding to calls. We have 90 plus high-end retail stores at the premium outlets, which also offer significant job opportunities for our residents. Gloucester Township is home of Camden County College's main campus and Camden County Technical High School. Our elementary education district, serving grades K through 8, is the largest in the state of New Jersey. We have 8 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, and 3 high schools. We have over 20 parks, but I feel 5 have notable mention. We have our rec center. We have Hickstown Park, where we hold most of our community sporting events. We have Veterans Memorial Park, which is located next to the municipal building. That's where we do a lot of community outreach and events like Gloucester Township Day and Trunk or Treat, etc. We have a large dog park accessible to our residents and their dogs for exercise and fun, as well as an array of walking and bike trails for public use. Christianity is the dominant faith practiced in the community, with 16 churches in total. Gloucester Township is also home to worship centers of other religions. Some of our informal institutions are mentioned here as well. We have youth sports for all ages, from soccer to football, cheerleading, field hockey, baseball, you name it. I chose to include this video just to give you an example of how our community helps meets the needs of citizens. So bear with me 1 second.
Keeping the doors open and serving customers during this pandemic has been a real challenge. But so many local businesses have done just that. And we thank those businesses that have risen to the challenge. In appreciation, we've created the Gloucester Township Small Business Assistance Program.
My name is Rich Bowles. I'm the co-founder of Team Hines Basketball Academy, which was started in about 12 years ago with professional basketball player Kyle Hines and Tyler Hines and Reggie Hines as founders as well. Well, the goal of the Team Hines Basketball Academy is to help children in the Sicklerville area and the surrounding areas just acquire the knowledge of the game of basketball and to learn confidence, help them to gain self-confidence, help them to get better in the game of basketball, and become good stewards of the community. I think the grant was a simple process. We're grateful for this opportunity to be able to represent the Small Business Association and get these grants out, and it's going to help us in the academy grow, so we're very appreciative of the opportunity to get it. It's going to help us to acquire equipment and help us to grow the Team Hines Basketball Academy.
To apply for a Gloucester Township Small Business Assistance Program grant, head to our website. There, you'll find all the eligibility requirements as well as an application form.
Okay, so moving on, here's the zoning map of my community. I've highlighted 2 areas I frequent the most, right? My own neighborhood, my home where I live and work, and Hickstown Park up there towards the center of the township, which is where my kids do most of their sports and recreational activities. This park has basketball courts, tennis courts, horseshoes, picnic areas, plenty of space supporting 12 soccer fields, 2 turf fields, and a turf football field for the Gloucester Township Stallions youth football team. So, assessment of my community. Cantrell et al. Have helped lay the foundation of what good community looks like, noting the bullet points that I've mentioned below. Safety is the first key element of good community, and my community is safe. According to Niche, 96% of our residents reported that they either feel pretty or very safe in our community. My community is currently petitioning to have the land down the street from us rezoned as residential to prevent the construction of commercial warehousing, because we want to prevent access, excess commercial traffic and the additional pollution that would come with that type of project. We have plenty of goods and services in our community and are frequented by residents from outside the community to purchase from the stores within our township. We have access to 3 ShopRites and an Acme, all within 5 miles, and an array of commercial plazas to purchase goods and services. As seen in the video on slide 4, we also have community services available to our residents provided by Gloucester Township Municipality and the government. Our parks and community events bring us together and demonstrates our, commonality of values and goals. Our residents contribute to the community's success in many ways, but the bond is notably felt as we meet for sporting events and support our children together within the community. We have several community programs that address the whole person principle. Specifically, the Drug and Alcohol Alliance bonds people with addiction with the police and the community, as well as some of the other programs I've mentioned earlier. Our community does a great job in their efforts to reach every citizen. That gives them a meaning and sense of their importance within the community. Predictability is tough to measure, in my opinion, but I have seen consistent growth in community programs and resources with a moderate growth in the actual population. The example I can give related to recognized place in the social structure would be the interaction I've seen between some parents at my son's games. There are always parents that might deviate from the norm and approach competition different from others. I've seen extreme cases, but admire how the majority holds composure and not only recognizes to some extent, but tolerates abnormal behavior. My community is a place that provides opportunity, whether, young kids starting off their first job or, management opportunities within the retail sector or government service. There's plenty of opportunity for everyone. There could also be more opportunity, as the census points out that most residents travel an average of 30 minutes to get to work. That would conclude that a majority of our residents actually don't work within the community. Homogeneity is in the community. We are 12 miles outside of Philadelphia and 30 miles from Atlantic City, so we are a dense suburban area. We have horse farms across the street from major retail plazas and quiet spaces throughout the entire community as well. We have an A rating according to Niche for diversity, and I believe that's for good reason. I believe Gloucester Township is a good community for the reasons I've mentioned throughout this presentation. I also believe there is room for improvement. I think we can use more religious and cultural diversity among the community and its leaders. I have seen some improvements over my 20 years as a resident, but it can always get better. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and have a great day.